Another great day. Well, I was gonna wait until I got the front of the truck wrapped and the windows tinted and stuff before I started doing paint correction. And I'm gonna do Kamikaze Mojave coat, and then I'm gonna use ISM over top of the Mojave. First thing I need to do is I'm actually only gonna do from this truck doesn't fit all the way in my garage. Contrary to what people believe, I have a 20-foot garage, but I believe it's because of that rear door right there. I cannot fit it from bumper to bumper and close the door. So I have to do it like this. So what I'm going to do is, I have already gone through and from here back up into up here, I have cleaned off and I have clay barred with the nano scrub, with the nano pad. I use Nano Glide, of course. I don't use detail spray. But I did the whole entire thing. I did everything. The handles pop right off. It's crazy. I went through and I did all the way around. I did the tailgate, around the tailgate, and I did these areas back here up to the beginning of the door. So I'm going to polish this section here. I think I'm only going to do. I should probably do the whole thing because you don't want to stop in between. From what I've seen so far, though, with the light under the light. I mean, there's probably residual on here, but I highly doubt that's a scratch right there. Oh, that's not a scratch, see? I haven't found any real scratches in the paint. I mean, if anything, it's very, very, very minor. So, I'm going to start out with 3800 and go from there. So, there's a little bit of residue from the Nano Glide everywhere. I'm going to go through with the 3800 with my 6-inch pad. I'm going to do the large areas with the 6-inch pad, and then I'm going to grab my my mini, and I'm going to do the rear tailgate, this area with a 3-inch pad, because it looks pretty good too. Some minor, there's a scratch right there, I could see it just in the light right here. Yep, that's a scratch, a very minor one. I think I can get just about perfect. This is my year-round ride. I'm going to drive this all the way through the winter. The whole point of this is I want to get a good, nice, clean layer, so I can put some coating on here. Excuse me, I'm kind of trying to go fast because it gets late, and you know I started working on this at 6 o'clock, so I only have a few hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to polish it, those areas right there with a single, just do one step, 3800, polish it around, clean it off, and then I'll take a look at it. What I'm going to do is I need to mask off the areas I don't want to get any polish on. So I'm going to do around here, you know, up there. I'm going to mask off all the trim here, and then I'm probably going to mask off the flare, and then down there, and then the same thing across the back. I'll go through and I'll mask off this area here. So, and then we'll start polishing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on this side first. I'm going to mask it all off and start polishing, because I might not get done with this side today. If I don't, well, if I only get this side done, then I'll have to go back through, clean off the surface again around the other sides, and then continue going. But it's kind of what you got to do when you're in this situation. I just can't leave it in the garage, which sucks. You know, I may try again. I may try to squeeze it in the garage and leave the Camaro outside. I don't know. I might try that. We'll see. Let me get polished on this first, and then we'll go from there. Because I really, really don't want to have to sit there and clean it every single day I go to work on it. So, alright, which sucks. I don't think I've left this corner outside very often. It's also the rain, so it's not a big deal, but I just don't want to get the fallout on it. It just sucks, you know, overnight. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. So let's see what happens. Yeah, I just tried again, just to validate. The truck does not fit in the garage, period. I had maybe 6 inches left in the front, and I still can't go all the way back. I think this is a 20-foot outside to outside. So that's one of the things in the future, is to make this garage bigger. I mean, I want to take this whole entire thing down, put some nice 10-foot walls in here with maybe some storage trusses up on top, and then, you know, have a freaking 14-foot, at least have another storage space up top, so I can actually maybe have a fold-down ladder and store some shit up there. And then take this thing back and go about another 25 feet, and then have basically the back section completely vaulted with some ceiling fans up there to get some air circulating, or something like that. I haven't decided yet. Sometimes you don't want air moving around. In cases like this, you really don't want air moving around and then getting dust in your paint and stuff. But I can always shut the fans off. At least get some high ceilings to get the heat up in the air instead of on your work surface, you know, close down. 10-foot ceilings might be enough. I mean, it would be kind of nice to have a straight long storage space up top, but I don't know. We'll see. So here it is. I'm going to start here and work my way back and go around this way. I didn't finish going around this other side over here because obviously I'm going to leave it out, and I didn't feel like running any more tape on here. I think this will stay. So at least that's what I'm hoping. It'll stay overnight outside, and then I'll have to do a wipe down again tomorrow and then polish it off. But at least I get this side done over here, and then I can, yeah, that's what's going to suck. If I have to go through and wipe it all down again, I could potentially scratch it again. So you got to be very, very, very careful, which is why it sucks having this outside. So here we go. Should be pretty good. And obviously I'm wearing basketball shorts and a t-shirt. I mean, you don't really want to wear decent clothes when you're doing stuff like this. Plus, not to mention this is comfortable and easy to work with, and you want to be able to move around without any fatigue. So, all right, let me set you up, and I'll show you some what I'm polishing over there. I'm going to use a 6-inch pad. So we are using the trusty port cable. This is from Adams. Their little kit they got that gives you the different pad on it, smaller pad. So I think these are 5-inch pads, I believe. I don't know. I bought this a year ago. I don't remember what they were. So there's the pad I'm using right here. There's a really soft pad. You want to make sure it's cleaned off. So I got a little bit of dust in there. Okay. Well, I'm going to put the pad on here. I got it marked right here, so you can make sure it's rotating. And I am not going to press that hard. But let's get it set up. I'm going to put it down here for right now. Nope, I have to hold on to it. Maybe I can set it over here. Yeah, I'll set it back in the cabinet. I can get my stool. I use my stool here to set stuff on so I can have everything right at my reach, which I am going to start with 3800. That is the softest, least cut that I have. We're just use my green microfiber here. This is what I use for wax and stuff. I'm gonna set that down here too. So, I'm gonna grab my light too. I'm gonna grab my light. I'm just gonna do this real quick on this panel. I can't really. It is very, very hard to see. I don't know if you can see anything in there at all. It looks really good. I mean, there's maybe some minor hair, but I believe this paint is probably pretty strong. It seems to be pretty durable. I mean, I've had this for almost 2 months now. So, put it down there. Butter up the pad here. Maybe I shake it up a little bit. Better. I'm going to butter up the pad, spread this around. You don't want to go fling it off on you. This stuff is very, very, very mild.
Holy cow! Pull that motherfucker down! Thank you.
neighbors, huh? Anyway, I'm running this on 6. I have Geon trim on this trim, so I'm assuming that's why the tape's not sticking very well. See how that looks. Tell you what, this factory paint's got a lot of orange peel in it. Cleaning off the rest of the debris. Yeah, this paint is pretty strong. I mean, I can't even scratch it doing this. It's pretty good. So yeah, I think just add a little extra kick to it. But yeah, I could definitely see. I mean, if I wet sanded this thing out, I could probably get all of it out. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm on a 3800 over the whole thing, and I think that's it. And if I come across any scratches, I might step up to the 400 Manzurna 400. What does that do? It's I suck with names. The 400 is a it cuts and then it steps through. I guess it's a one step. I guess you can say. It steps you through phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. That's where it finishes off at as your final cut. So I usually do 4 passes as I cross. I'll go across, and then I'll go up and down, then across, and then up and down, just like you saw me. And usually at that point, you're down to your final, and then I'll hit it with a 3800, and I'll do the exact same thing again. And obviously, I mean, this thing's pretty good. And I can't see anything in there. I mean, there's a little scratch right here. Oh no, that's just debris or a compound. So I haven't really found anything on here. I mean, I've been very, very particular about who's touching what and where. So I was trying to get that wrapped first. That was supposed to happen a month ago, and it hasn't happened, and it's driving me crazy driving this thing. I mean, I did put a layer of wax on the whole top, and every top facing surface I waxed it, and the rest I had spray wax on. But that's it. So it's not really protected at all right now, and I can tell this has been cut because this is slippery, this is sticky, so it's cut it. So, all right. More later. So we're at the second evening. I'm still polishing. This is a very time-consuming process, especially since I can't fit in the garage, so I have to basically do a waterless wash in between, which sucks because that means I could potentially contaminate the surface. Good thing is this paint is very hard. So I always start with 3. This is the mini Bigfoot, so it's I think it's a 12mm throw. So it's a very small throw. Works good on tailgates. I do about half. I'm just spreading it around right now. And I'm going to pick it up to 6. I'm going to go back and forth nice and easy. I'm not removing anything. I'm just basically taking out any minor light scratches. I always overlap. Final pass, I'm going to do a light. Light pass. I take my microfiber and I'm going to polish it off. Then I always inspect my work when I'm done. There wasn't really any scratches. This thing is new. And I was very, very, very particular on how I washed it. So we've got some residue here and there that I've used the prep spray before coating. I'm gonna have to go through and make sure it's super clean. So we're gonna use Kamikaze, but we're gonna use Myobi, and then we're gonna let it set, and then we're gonna use ISM. I'm gonna do a 2-coat process since this is my daily driver. It's gonna be my year-round car or truck, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna drive in the salty, nasty weather. And I want something that's gonna hold up. So I got a nick right here. Oh no. Nope. Nothing. Looks pretty good. I can't see any. I mean, we're talking, I mean, obviously this is factory paint, so it's very orange peeling in the first place, but it helps the metallic too. Metallic, if there is any imperfections, it hides it a little bit. But we're going to keep going, and it's almost 90, and I believe it's about 7 p.m., so that's crazy. So I'm going to keep going. I got the rest of the tailgate to do, which I'm just about done, and then I'm going to start coating. I'm hoping to get the Miyabi on tonight, and then tomorrow when I get home I'll do the ISM. We'll see. I'm going to look at the wait time in between. Maybe I'll get the ISM on there tonight too, but I don't know. That's a lot to do in one evening by myself, so we'll see. So this is where we're at with evening 3. This is 3 days, this stupid frickin' mount. Sorry about that. It's going to make noise. I need to do something about getting a different one. But this is day 3 on doing the coating, ceramic coating. I'm doing Miyabi, and then I'm topping with ISM. Today we're doing ISM. I did from, there's a nick in the passenger door right here. So I'm not doing this door, I'm not doing the front fender, the hood, the roof, or the other fender over there, or the front. The front's getting paint protection film on in a week from today. So, when after that is done, then I'm going to go through and finish the rest. This truck doesn't fit in the garage. I actually had it sticking out the front over there last night because I had the whole back and it rained, so luckily I had it in here. So this is with Miyabi on here. I'm actually really happy with this coating so far, how it applies. So we got the passenger, the rear door here, and this door done. So it came out really well. And now I'm going to top it with ISM. We'll see how that turns out. It goes on pretty easily. I'd say this is much easier to use than C-Quartz. C-Quartz UK, that was kind of a pain in the ass. This has been pretty straightforward. I used Esoteric's method when they said to apply it. I did one whole panel, and then I basically, it says transition every 15 minutes, so I did that whole entire panel, and then by the time I got done doing this panel, I was ready to go back and polish this panel. I polished this panel out real quick, get it nice blended in with the 2-towel method. I had one towel used for the head removal and one just for buffing after. And then I transitioned to the tailgate. I did the whole tailgate, and then I went back over here and I buffed this one out the same way. And it worked. So now let's try the ISM. I'm not going to go through and video me putting it on and removing and all that, because there's plenty of videos out there for you to watch that. It's all pretty much the same method. You put a couple drops on the pad and you swipe and you run in a crosshatch pattern. I was doing probably about, with 3 dabs on the pad, I did about a panel this big with 3 dabs, and it seemed to fulfill the whole entire thing. And it left a nice swath, so it covered it. I know it's there. I'm going to do the same thing again. But hopefully this holds up over the winter, and that's what I'm kind of curious on what's going to happen. This is a lot of work doing on a vehicle this size. So eventually I got to get up on the roof, way up there, and the hood. They're both going to be a pain in the ass. Think about taking the hood insert out and then doing the hood with it out, and then doing the hood with optimum trim. Yeah, that's what it's called, optimum or whatever. Yeah. See how dusty and dirty it is just from sitting in my driveway. It looks like we have some residual bird poo up there. But yeah. Yep. Well, it's pretty hot. It's about 91 degrees. So I'm gonna get going. I don't want to be doing this when it's in the dark again. It only took me about an hour last night to do the whole thing, so it should take me about an hour again. And then I'm gonna set it back up and leave it overnight again, just in case, because you don't want it to get wet. Obviously the Camaro's been sitting in the driveway, which is kind of a bummer, but oh well. Alright, next time you go in, it should be done. Well, today's the day. It's 6:45 in the morning. This afternoon I am dropping the Raptor off at Classic Appreciation in Rochester Hills, Michigan. They're going to wash it, and then they're going to tint the windows, the front 2 windows. And they're going to expel the front of the truck, the mirrors, and B-pillars, which I polished this one up last night, so it came out really good. So I used the Mizuno 400, and then I used the white pad on my LR15. Yeah, hoping it turns out good. Rims are coming in. I ordered them 2 days ago. And then the next will be the front coils. I'm going to do the Ibot coils to the front, excuse me, lift the front up just to level it out. So I've got lots going on.